Born last in the draft, overlooked, underestimated, labeled Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy entered the NFL with nobody expecting him to matter.
Brock Purdy is just kind of a weird name. It doesn't sound like a franchise quarterback name.
But from the first snap, he proved the league had it all wrong.
He comes in and balls. Brock Purdy put on a Purdy show yesterday.
Yeah.
That's his first game stepping in there and doing that. I'm like proud of Purdy. I don't even know him. I'm like incredibly pumped for him. Mr. Irrelevant.
Not the strongest arm, not the fastest legs, yet somehow, he was already seeing the game 2 steps ahead. College records shattered, rookie miracles, Pro Bowl nods, and a $265 million contract, all built on one thing, a mind that refused to lose.
Purdy runs away from it, one-on-one to the pylon, a dive! He is in for the touchdown!
He is not just playing the game, he is thinking it, manipulating it, mastering it. This isn't just the story of a quarterback, it's the story of how Brock Purdy outsmarted the entire league.
Brock Purdy is now the single-season record holder for the 49ers, franchise record on passing yards. I mean, not Joe Montana, not Steve Young, Brock Purdy.
Born December 27, 1999, in Queen Creek, Arizona, Brock Purdy stood 6'1", 220 pounds, hardly the prototypical quarterback at first glance. In high school, he earned Arizona Gatorade Player of the Year honors after his 2017 season.
The winner is Mr. Brock Purdy.
That's just for, again, the whole school, my coaching staff, my teammates, my brothers that I've put in all this work for, and then my family. They're the rock of my life, and without them, none of this is possible.
Where he threw for 4,410 yards and 57 touchdowns, and rushed for 1,106 yards and 10 touchdowns.
Offensively, Perry is averaging 57 points per game, and they're led by their senior quarterback, Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy is dangerous is when he gets outside the pocket, creates plays down the field, throwing it, and we talked about it, the adeptness of him running the football and finding the open receivers down the field.
He was labeled a 3-star recruit, overlooked by the biggest programs, but his brain, his preparation, and his mindset were already elite. He chose to attend Iowa State Cyclones, a program with growing ambition. He arrived not as a blue-chip superstar, but as a disciplined student of the game. From film room to practice, he absorbed every lesson. At Iowa State 2018 to 2021, Purdy's growth was both rapid and relentless. In his freshman year, he stepped in as starter and compiled a 7-2 record, completing 146 of 220 passes for 2,250 yards, 16 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. He also rushed for 308 yards and 5 touchdowns. He demonstrated that although his arm was not the flashiest, his decision-making was sharp and his leadership evident. In 2019, he smashed school records, 3,982 passing yards, 27 passing touchdowns, and he led the Big 12 in passing yards. His ability to anticipate, evade pressure, and extend plays made defenses pay. He became first in the school's record book for career pass attempts, completions, percentage, yards, and passing 81 and total 100 touchdowns. Academically, he did not coast. He was a second-team academic All-American and a consistent member of the academic All-Big 12 team. His locker room reputation was built on watching film longer than most, noting where defenses would blitz, how safeties played zone, and how one pressure could change a play's outcome. While many quarterbacks have arms, Purdy built his reputation on mental advantage. In the 2022 NFL Draft, Purdy was selected with pick 262, the very last pick of the draft, earning the moniker Mr. Irrelevant.
Keeping the irrelevant tradition going, with the 262nd pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the San Francisco 49ers select Brock Purdy, a quarterback from Iowa State. Go Niners!
Many expected him to fade, some to never see the field.
The hat on backwards. He's not a franchise quarterback.
But in him, the franchise saw something rarely visible in metrics, an ability to see the game 2 steps ahead. Signed by the San Francisco 49ers, he entered a veteran locker room. Behind starters and under the radar, he did not complain. He watched, he learned. When injuries struck the 49ers' quarterback room late in 2022, Purdy stepped in. As a rookie, he started 9 games, completed 67.1% of his passes for 1,374 yards, 13 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Impressive for any rookie, let alone the last pick.
Today we had a dude, who threw for more yards than any quarterback has in the history of this organization.
He led the team to the NFC Championship game, instantly rewriting the narrative of irrelevant. His passer rating of 107.3 topped most rookie quarterbacks. In 2023, he became the full-time starter. 4,280 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, and a league-leading passer rating of 113.0. He was selected to the Pro Bowl and finished 4th in MVP voting. Suddenly, the quarterback formerly dismissed as underdog was firmly among the NFL's elite.
This man went from the last pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant, to leading the San Francisco 49ers to the Super Bowl in just 2 years. Out of Iowa State, an absolute legend. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock Purdy.
In 2024, despite the team's 6-11 finish, he still threw for 3,864 yards, 20 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions, a respectable mark amid adversity. By May 2025, he signed a 5-year, $265 million extension with $181 million guaranteed, a testament to his value. This was not about raw power or freak athleticism, it was about game intelligence. Here, we spotlight key games where Purdy did not just play well, he outsmarted the opposition. In a Week 1 game during the 2025 season versus the Seattle Seahawks, Purdy completed 26 of 35 passes, 74.3% completion rate, threw for 277 yards and 2 touchdowns while posting a 92.2 quarterback rating.
Brock Purdy lofts one, it is Tonjes! Touchdown, San Francisco!
His efficient reads under pressure forced Seattle defense into reactive mode. In the 2023 season, he engineered an early season run that set the tone. He began his starting career with double-digit consecutive wins, tying for second most in NFL history to start a career. His calm in the huddle, his adjustments at the line, and his pre-snap reads allowed him to predict blitzes and change protections before defenses could execute. Though full play-by-play details vary, across his early career the statistics speak. As of late, he had thrown for over 10,000 yards, with an average 8.8 yards per attempt, 68 touchdowns, and only 31 interceptions. These numbers reflect more than volume. They reflect efficient decision-making and minimal mental mistakes. In each of these moments, what opponents faced was not just a quarterback throwing passes, it was a quarterback seeing the play before it happened. What truly separates Purdy is his obsession with film. Coaches and teammates describe him as watching 12-hour days during the week, 2 to 3 hours specifically dedicated to breaking down opponent patterns, noting formations, defensive tendencies, coverage cues. He would often walk the sideline and call out shifts in coverage based on pre-snap recognition. His approach was likened to that of Peyton Manning. He scanned defenses like a chess master, moved pieces before they moved him. He knew when safeties would rotate, when linebackers would blitz, when cover 2 would flip into man-under. The arm mattered, yes, but the mind mattered more. Because of that, Purdy minimized errors. He avoided high-risk throws. He made defenders uncomfortable by forcing them to guess, then changed the play. At Iowa State, he did it. In the NFL, he multiplied it.
What do you think about Brock Purdy?
I think Brock's done a great job with the opportunity. You know, he got it and he's taken advantage of it. He was a late round pick. I know he's got a chip on his shoulder and he wants to go out there and prove every day that he's the right fit for that team. It's a great organization they're running. I really respect Kyle, but Brock's done a hell of a job.
He was not the most athletically gifted quarterback. He did not have a 4.3 40-yard dash, but he did not need to. He simply got there faster mentally. In NFL lore, quarterbacks are often measured by size, arm strength, or athleticism. Purdy challenges that. He joins the conversation of smart QB play alongside names like Joe Montana, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, not because he has 7 Super Bowls yet, but because he wins with his brain, not only his brawn. He proves that being drafted last does not mean you will finish last. He shows that with film, preparation, and anticipation, you can outwork and outthink opponents who may out-athlete you. In short, Purdy reframed what it means to be a franchise quarterback. No hero's journey is without trials. Purdy faced injuries, a rebuilding roster, and intense scrutiny. In 2024, the team faltered. Critics asked, was that for real? But even in that season, he did not quit. He kept studying, improving, and staying mentally sharp. He accepted accountability, adapted his game plan, and refused to let the narrative define him. He embraced the nickname Mr. Irrelevant, not as an insult but as motivation. He wore it proudly, purposely flipping it on its head and becoming Mr. Relevant. As of now, Purdy's career is already packed with milestones, a passer rating consistently among the league's best, more than 10,000 passing yards in his early seasons, a contract extension that places him among the NFL's highest-paid quarterbacks. the transformation of a last pick into a leader of one of the league's stronger franchises. He may not yet have multiple Super Bowl rings like the legends, but his intellect, trajectory, and impact show he is building a legacy based on brain over brute force. Picture the defense. They call the play. The offense lines up, but in the huddle before the snap, Purdy is already ahead. He sees the corner creeping up, the safety fading, the linebacker sending the blitz. He changes the protection, sends a hot route, and fires a laser to the open receiver before the defense can adjust.
Back to the air, Purdy looking end zone. Brandon Ayuk, he's got his second touchdown.
This is how Brock Purdy outsmarted the league. From the final pick in the draft, to college records, to NFL success, his journey shows that when you think faster than your opponent, when you prepare harder than they do, you do not just compete, you dominate. You don't just win, you outsmart. When he drops back, the ball leaves his hand with precision. But the real play happened in his head long before. The story of Brock Purdy is still being written. He remains young, hungry, and improving. But one fact is immutable. Defenses may focus on strength or speed, but with him under center, they must also account for intellect. He has proven you don't need to be the biggest or fastest out there. You need to be the smartest. And in the chessboard of the NFL's battle of wits, Brock Purdy has already made his move. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and explore more of our content here on the channel.